Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the final episode of Final Fantasy VIII, where we show off Guardian Forces. So let's go ahead and turn off the random encounter, or turn back on random encounters. Wander around, get into a fight. Oh, hello. I didn't know I could encounter you around here. Alright, let's go ahead and wait. There we go, Anghamran. Just in case that doesn't kill you, Lord Smappy. And Tunnel. Thunderstorm. Oh, I could be boosting, but I don't care. I was obsessive with this when I originally played, but at the same time, you could actually get good damage. Like, if you weren't playing perfectly and everything like that. We'll summon Solarian. You know, if you weren't really manipulating the game system and everything like that, this is still really good damage. And a good way to take some hits without getting killed and stuff like that. Like, increase your hit points. Let's go ahead and summon Batsko Screech. Oh, look at how cutie! So adorable. Cute little bunny. We'll summon Ardenkel this time. Dark Messenger. Switch down that Iron Giant. So, Grand Sword. Not a big deal. That is essentially a Demi effect, although it varies from the 25% of what Demi does. I don't know if it can break the damage cap of 9,999. Solarian has a very flexible back. Just in case you were wondering. I was not actually anticipating to find an enemy that just doesn't give a crap about our attacks. Brotherly love. But hey, you know, why not? I mean, if you've leveled them up a heck of a lot more, they will be a lot more powerful. Tornado Zone. It is impressive that that thing can suck up an Iron Giant into its tail. It's also impressive that it's still alive. Hey, Silent Voice! It's playing a song from Double Zeta. wish there was some extra music that played. Not just the little sound effects, but some actual harp music. I think that can silence as well, but I'm not sure. Zappa. And T-Rat. Which actually won't do any damage. Tsunami. Someone definitely watched The Abyss. As Farron's head clips into the monster. You know, I think all these rocks would be doing a lot of damage to it, too. It is very, very viscous water. I think that was a kill. Excellent. Wow, we got through a lot with one fight. Couple levels as well. Let's get into another fight. Alright, imps. Let's see. Zappa. T-Rat. And Super Lou. Holy Judgment. I love the very pixelated birds. You know, I still don't know what the origin of Alexander is. I mean, many of the others are pretty obvious. Counter rockets. Counter rockets is an odd name for this one. This is one of the more useful Guardian Forces, though. Just the fact that I didn't do much magic kept me from really using it much. Crescents. Next Gemini. Oh, look, you guys. Shouldn't have been standing on the train tracks. I don't know why you did that. Hey, it's a Galaxy Express. I wonder if we can suplex that thing. Oh, hey, that got Doom on them. Nice. Do a Dispel. Probably would have taken care of my double and triple there. Rude. 1,000 needles. I think this will only work on one of them. I love how that starts off, too. Oh no, that was on all of them. There might be a thing where you can occasionally get Jumbo Cactar. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Alright, we still have a few more to go. Alright, we got Zappa, we got Crescents, so... Where is it? There we go. Phoenix Pinion. And... X-Gemini. And Kichikun. Summon Phoenix. Use Geisel Greens. Choco Flare. Very quick. Aw, look how adorable he is! It's Poco. I don't know what that damage is based on, though. I don't know if there's a way to boost that up in any way. And we'll do a friendship. Moomba Moomba. And Mega Flare. So this is a very long one, so you could get a pretty good boost with this. Not that I'm doing this. Because I'm lazy. Really good damage compared to all the others, though. Chef's Knife. So adorable. I love the sweat drop. Doink! Oh, so good. Alright, there is one left to do. Let's get into another fight. Okay. And Kylux. Already at 9,999 hit points. So this one is extremely long. You can get a good boost out of it. Might as well try. I think you can get up to like 250 or something like that. Oh, I messed up. Ah, messed up again. Screw it. Forget it. Don't care. This should do plenty of damage anyway. Just firing the enemy into the center of another galaxy. Creates a supermassive black hole. And it drops him back. Alright, not enough. Alright, what magic can we use? Ultima? Water? There we go. Okay. So that is all of the Guardian forces. Obviously, I can't show off Odin at all anymore. And Gilgamesh, it's basically impossible to actually get him, I'd have to just keep wandering around until he decided to show up. He has 4 different attacks. Zantetsuken from Odin, which is just an instant death. Excalibur, which is just physical damage on 1, I think. Excalibur, which is just 1 point of damage. And I think Masamune is his 4th, but I'm not positive about that. I don't really remember. And I think that's just more damage than Excalibur. Let's see. There's some information that I have not read. So let's go ahead and do some of that. Balam, a country on the world's smallest continent, known for its temperate climate and warm people. Balam Garden adds a school-town feel to this country. The Fire Cavern, a cavern near Balam Garden where a fire element GF lives. Dolet, a small country on the eastern coast of Galbadia continent, formerly Dolet. Remnants of an ancient empire. Timber, a city located south of Dolet in the forest area. It was an independent country before neighboring country Galbadia invaded 18 years ago. There are numerous resistance groups fighting for independence to this day. Timber TV station. All forms of communication now use HD cables. No radio transmissions are used. Timber TV station keeps its radio systems, waiting for the day radio transmission is restored. Galbadia. Ruled under the military dictatorship of President Vinzer Delling, this country continues to expand its territory. Countless invasions of other countries are attempted, but most are deterred by Seed. Delling City is its capital. Tomb of the Unknown King. Located north of Delling City, the burial place of Dolet Empire's last emperor. The tomb remains nameless due to the ancient belief that calling a dead king by his name brings bad luck. There are unconfirmed reports that a GF resides inside, as well as other monsters. Winhill. A small town outside of Galbadia. It is actually a small village. Sorceress Adele of Esthar ordered attacks on this village several times. D-District Prison. Located in the desert south of Delling City, all people deemed dangerous by the government are sent to this facility. It has become a symbol of President Delling's fascist policies. Missile Base. Galbadia's long-range missile base. As the only country to own long-range missiles with the exception of Esthar, they pose a major security threat to the world. It is believed that the missiles are armed with a target lockdown mechanism. The details are unknown. Horizon Bridge. A railroad that connected the east and west continents. Completed about the time war broke out, it was only in use a short time. Since then, it has been a derelict. Fisherman's Horizon. A station located in the center of Horizon Bridge. It's now a haven for expatriates who refuse to have their skills exploited by the government. Trabia. A country on the northern continent. Due to the harsh climate, Moombas and the Shumi tribe are the only occupants. Is it really a country, then? Trabia Garden students and faculty also reside here. Esthar 1, founded by people who immigrated to a continent east of Centra around the same time Dolet Empire was founded. The mild climate and temperament of the people soon gave way to scientific advancement. Esthar 2 started the Sorceress War and fought against the world under Adele's rule. Their sorceress and their scientific powers posed a worldwide threat. After abruptly declaring an end to the war, Esthar closed its borders and has kept its silence ever since. No details are known. Esthar 3. Governed by President Laguna and his aides, due to their concern over Dr. Odine's inventions having a negative effect on the state of the world's security, they closed off their country for 17 years. It is very likely that President Laguna will be criticized for keeping silent so long. Seaside Station. A station on the Esthar side of Horizon Bridge. It is currently abandoned. Great Salt Lake. A lake on the Esthar continent. What used to be a beautiful lake is now a barren field. It's speculated that Esthar's experiments led to the lake's destruction. The Moon, a world of monsters. Many works of art and epics about the moon throughout history are evidence of its mystical powers. Deep Sea Research Center. A man-made mobile island for marine life research. It disappeared mysteriously after much wandering. Since the facility members are still alive, it is assumed to be concealed intentionally. 3015, found a strong energy field. 4141, call this place a deep sea deposit. 4242, seal off a deep sea deposit. And the deep sea deposit. Marine Research Island's last excavation site, believed to be an ocean floor ruin. There is a note saying 4127, travel by underwater tower. Okay, terms. Let's see. Radio interference, a phenomenon beginning with S-Star's silence 17 years ago. Almost all radio communication facilities were shut down because of noise across all frequencies. However, short transmissions are still possible. Believed to have some relation to the moon, but details are unknown. Radio interference, too. Most countries now communicate through the use of HD cables running underground. However, many of these cables are cut off by monsters or in battle. Many countries are left without any means to communicate with each other. The Lunar Cry refers to monsters falling from the moon, completely destroyed the cities of Centra. Occurs when monsters reach a saturation point on the moon. It's believed that there are factors on the planet that cause this phenomenon. This phenomenon has occurred many times in history and will reoccur in the future. Monsters. Creatures on the moon. Monsters fall to Earth at regular intervals. This phenomenon is called the Lunar Cry. The monsters bred on the planet since the last Lunar Cry make up those roaming the planet at this time. The Lunar Cry phenomenon also transformed some animals into monsters. Centra Civilization. A civilization in Centra 4,000 years ago. These Centra people immigrated to other continents and founded the Dolet Empire to the west and S-Star to the east. Centra was destroyed 80 years ago by the Lunar Cry. Odine items. A device to restrain a sorceress's power. Dr. Odine, afraid of Sorceress Adele's power, created it. It looks like beautiful jewelry. So it probably would have worked then, huh? Sorceress. The legend goes that the great Hein created a people. The sorceresses were given a fragment of Hein's own power. It's hard to determine how many sorceresses exist today, for many keep their powers concealed. However, it is believed that they avoid spreading their power too thin. And of course, Hein is a reference to all the way back to Final Fantasy III, I think. Sorceress power and embodiment. Sorceress power has been passed throughout history by the process of embodiment. Any person who has a capacity to embody the great sorceress power is a candidate. Crystal Pillar. A crystal that causes the Lunar Cry by producing a strong energy field between the planet and the moon. It's believed to have originated in the moon. The Crystal Pillar responds to a specific location on the planet and sends a strong directional signal. More research is required to analyze this process in detail. Lunatic Pandora. An enclosure for Crystal Pillar made by S-Star. 3 miles tall and 1.5 miles wide, the enormous enclosure boasts a high-tech facility. It floats by causing a reaction with the Crystal Pillar. A stone from the moon is sealed inside. It was probably built to cause the Lunar Cry through artificial means. Tears Point. Lunar Cry's point of origin determined by S-Star scientists. A security box restraining the power of the Crystal Pillar and ground energy field is set up. It is sealed to prevent the Crystal Pillar from entering the area. Adele's Tomb. A high-tech device intended for weakening and confining a sorceress's power. Shot into the moon's orbit after going through a special sealing process, aka Saran Wrap. Used to confine Sorceress Adele. It is the main cause of radio interference on the planet. Spaceship Ragnarok. S-Star's space shuttle, based on an ancient Centra legend of the Dragon ship. S-Star's finest scientific technology was used to build it. S-Star's flagship until it was used to send Adele's tomb into space. MD Level. Balam Garden's foundation. The original structure of Centra Shelter remains almost entirely intact. Entry is strictly forbidden. Centra Shelter. Later became the Garden Building. Ancient Centra people spread around the world after Centra was destroyed by the Lunar Cry. People used mobile Centra shelters to move around the world. Many ruined shelters are found around the world. Timber Maniacs. A magazine representing the people's voice. It was popular among aspiring young journalists. Shut down after Galbadia deemed the publication dangerous. And Eyes on Me. Julia Hartley's song. Julia married the Galbadian General Caraway after releasing Eyes on Me. Gave birth to a girl 1 year later. Julia died in a car crash at age 28, right before her daughter turned 5. Oh, and time compression. A complete mystery. Various states of present are believed to become compressed. Sorceress's power from many generations may cross over to give one sorceress great strength. No one knows what effect this may have on regular human beings. Person. Dr. Odine. Started as a monster researcher, discovered guardian forces. With the cooperation of a sorceress, became the first sorceress researcher. analyzed the sorceress's magic, and created a method enabling a regular human being to use paramagic. Balam Garden uses the principle of paramagic, combining it with GF's power. The Great Hind, creator of mankind and believed to be the first sorceress. Calling a sorceress the Great Hind's descendant shows great respect. White Seed, orphans formerly in the care of Sorceress Adia. They often travel on their ship and are veiled in secrecy. Moomba, a mutation of some unknown animal. Details are unclear. Remembers people by licking their blood. Shumi Tribe, a small tribe living in the northern region. Basically gentle in temperament, they maintain a relaxed lifestyle. Shumis have big, long arms that change as they grow. The results vary depending on their environment. Chocobo. They live in the 7 chocobo forests around the world. Adults and children are called chocobos and chicobos, respectively. Chicobos are spotted often, whereas chocobos are rarely seen. Loved for their gentle nature, chocobos respond quickly to chicobos in danger. And Mayor Dobe. The leader of Fisherman's Horizon, a strict pacifist. Before coming to FH, used to be a scientist conducting energy research in Esthar. So, battle report. Walked 4,489,359 steps. Battles 874. Won 846. Escaped 28. Character report. Squall, enemies killed 721, KO'd 12. Zell, enemies killed 101, KO'd 1. Quistis, enemies killed 71, KO'd 4. Seifer, enemies killed 1, KO'd 0. Selfie, enemies killed 232, KO'd 2. A lot of those, I think, were Cactars. Renoa, enemies killed 164, KO'd 11. Irvine, enemies killed 19, KO'd 0, and Adia, enemies killed 1, KO'd 0. GF report. Lord Smappy, enemies killed 3. Farron, enemies killed 1. Super Alu, enemies killed 1. Ex-Gemini, enemies killed 1. Cressons, enemies killed 3. Kichikun, enemies killed 1. And that is it. No KOs. And we can get stats on the various magics, which is pretty handy. Small junction effect. If you select once in config, it will show the complete scan screen only once. If you select always in config, it will always show the complete scan screen. Let's see, GF, abilities, battle system. Looking to see if there's anything else. No. Alright. And then, of course, the proof of Omega. I am the finest fighter in the world. I'm trying to remember whether there is anything, I'm not sure where you get the Timber Maniac stuff. That might have just been some of this stuff, but I thought there was more somewhere else. Huh. Oh well. Anyway, that has been Final Fantasy VIII. I was planning to follow this up with Chrono Cross, but that's not going to be out yet by the time this episode goes live. So I am going to fill the gap with a short Let's Play. So there will probably be an overlap between the two. Once Chrono Cross comes out, Chrono Cross will be taking the time slot that this does, and the other game will just be shifted to something else until it's done. So look forward to that, but I will of course finish both of them. You know, I mean, I'll finish the stopgap measure game. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing Final Fantasy VIII. It was lots of fun to manipulate the system and become overpowered and everything like that. I thought about grinding all the way up to level 100, which actually wouldn't take too long, but at the same time, you'd want to grind out your stats with Devour and getting the stat up boosting items and stuff like that. And that would have just been too long. I'm not that concerned. As I was nearing the end, I was like, I don't really want to spend that much time doing all that. I think I'll just be overpowered, lower level and overpowered, and murder my way through to the end. So, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed seeing just how incredibly broken you can make the game by becoming incredibly overpowered. I sure did. So, that was a blast. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Really do appreciate it. And we will be back next time for something completely different. See you then, everyone.